Hello, my name is Collection Connoisseur. I collect digital thingamabobs and video games. Today I'm playing Slay the Spire. This time on Slay the Spire, I will be playing my Post-emptive challenge, where I skip the first turn of every battle. Tends to be a rather difficult challenge. And Jimmy, welcome to the stream. So our best in this particular challenge, in the Post-emptive challenge, is with the Defect on Ascension 5. Ascension 5 was actually a pretty good score as a personal best. I've had trouble just getting wins with a lot of these, so we're not going to go up too much higher. But I am going to play as both the Ironclad and the Silent tonight. That's my plan. Let's start with the Silent. And the Fat Sheep Val. Welcome. So as the Silent, I don't really know what to think about each of the characters for this particular challenge, but I imagine that the Silent is a little bit worse at this challenge just because of the lower health that you start with. The Ironclad starts with 80, the Silent starts with 70, the Watcher is 72, a little bit above the Silent, and the Defect is 75. So the Silent has the lowest starting health in the game, which is a lot more significant when you're going to take damage in the first turn of combats a lot. So we're starting with the Silent. We're going to do at least level 6 Ascension, but should we go to Ascension level 7? I think we should, partially because what it adds on Ascension level 7 actually doesn't affect this challenge too much. The fact that normal enemies have more health really doesn't affect the first turn much. It does mean normal enemies are a little bit more dangerous because the battle might go on longer. But still, I think we can ratchet up to Ascension level 7 in hopes to set a new personal best at this level. Let's go. So unlike a lot of my challenges, I'm allowed to pick any one of these options. Usually that has caused me to pick the final option, doing the boss swap, because for one, I don't get to do the boss swap very often in my challenges, and I do enjoy a boss swap. And for two, especially with the Silent, my starting relic does nothing for me. At the start of each combat, draw 2 additional cards, but we just discard those cards. So, absolutely worthless to have the Ring of the Snake. Why not pick up a random boss relic instead? I think that's better than any of the other options here. It's possible obtain 100 gold would be better if we just happen to have a really good pick in one of the first shops, but I'm taking my opportunity to do a boss swap. Let's do it. And we get the Black Star. Alright, so elites are better for us to go to. They're also dangerous when we have to skip the first turn. Although, you know, only 2 of the elites in Act 1 are really that much more dangerous, skipping the first turn, so maybe we can do some elite hunting. Let's look at what we have with the idea of doing elite hunting. I see that we could do 3 elites. This path seems absolutely terrible, so we're not doing that one. But we can do 3 elites over here. We go this one, and this one. And we can actually choose which one of these elites to start with, whether we want the fire before or after. Usually it's a good idea to do the fire before, but if we know we're taking damage, maybe we do the fire after? We'll have to figure that out when we get there. Let's start. I'm thinking about going to this shop and going into that node so we can make our decision. So, very first turn of the battle, we just skip. And we're taking 4 damage here because we did that. Possibly more. Possibly more. It does make it so that normal enemies are just so much more dangerous than they normally are. I'm going to block 3 times this turn. So we've taken 5 damage in this battle, and in theory, that's all we're going to take. Alright, but still, 5 damage in the first battle is not the best, but it's also not the worst. Alright, Blade Dance. I do really like starting with a Blade Dance. It opens up lots of different options, lots of different ways that you could build a deck, and it really only has a few downsides. One of those downsides being the Time Eater at the very end, but Blade Dance is fine against the Time Eater. You just have to get some other things. So let's take a Blade Dance. It does a lot more damage, and it opens up a couple different paths for the Silent to go. Okay, we could do Ominous Forge. So we could take the Pain Relic. We are going to a shop as the next thing that we're going to. So I said the Pain Relic. We could take the Warped Tongs Relic with the Pain card, because we can immediately get rid of the Pain card. And I do really like the Warped Tongs. It will upgrade a card even in our first turn. So even though we skip the first turn, we'll still get at least an upgrade during the first turn. I'm taking it. Let's rummage in the Ominous Forge. We get Pain, but we know what we can do with Pain. We can remove it immediately. Remove the Pain. This is actually a terrible curse in this challenge too, because actually I'm thinking of a different one. Never mind. This one, if it appears in your opening hand, it's fine actually. Oh well, we spent all of our money removing that. So really we've gone to this shop entirely to pay for the Warped Tongs, kind of. Alright, skip the first turn. This battle, it's kind of annoying to skip the first turn. And it's also kind of annoying to have no block, but you know. It's kind of annoying to skip the first turn because this battle is really about killing this enemy quickly enough. But we're doing pretty well with our Warped Tongs, so I think we're fine. We're kind of fine. We're going to play this strike, of course, but these two strikes don't win. We do have Blade Dance next turn, so we should just block as much as we can. And the Blade Dance got upgraded even. Alright. We took a little bit of damage in that. I think it was 6 or 7 damage. We got a Gambler's Brew. That's nice. I like my Gambler's Brew. So Sneaky Strike tends to be pretty decent in my silent runs because I tend to have something that discards cards. But we don't have any yet, aside from what you start with. We start with the Survivor. We could go down that kind of path by taking Prepared, which would open the option for later, and Prepared is not a bad card, especially upgraded, much better upgraded. Although I do like Flying Knee, especially this early. Let's take Flying Knee. I'm taking Flying Knee because it adds more damage into the deck, and if we're going to go hunting elites, we might need that. Alright. Skip the first turn, take 12 damage. We also lost kind of all of our good cards in that first turn. Very painful. This turn is also painful. Take 3 more damage. So we've taken 15 damage against a Jaw Worm already. Mainly because of skipping the first turn. Can we win? If we can win, that would be very good, of course. The Flying Knee does 11, so that's, with the strike, it's 20. We can exactly win. All right. Perfect. Liquid Memories. Liquid Memories is a little bit nicer in this challenge, because if we discarded a card that we really needed to play, we can play it again in the second turn. Backstab is terrible. Anything with Innate on it is basically not what we want. I do like Eviscerate. I do like Eviscerate just because it's a lot of damage. And perhaps that's something that we need right now, is just a lot of damage. I'm going to take it. Eviscerate can get a lot better later. Right now, it's just a good amount of damage for 3 energy. Better than 3 strikes. We've got 36 health. The problem with 36 health is that I don't know that we can take 2 elites with 36 health, which is what I'm really aiming for if we go to the right and go to this fireplace, is 2 elites with 36 health. Well, let's try it. So, instead of resting, I'm going to smith. I'm planning to rest at the next fire we see. So, we could do eviscerate. That increases the damage by a good amount, but it's only 2 per energy that we spend. Blade Dance is 3 per energy that we spend. So the Blade Dance upgrade is a little bit nicer in just raw damage per energy output. But it's also the same as upgrading a strike, kind of. I think we upgrade the Eviscerate. Let's upgrade Eviscerate. And remember, we've got Gambler's Brew, which can make Eviscerate free if we want. Okay. Not the worst, because we just take 10 damage the first turn. But we do take that 10 damage. And then we've got to do something this turn, which it looks like we're going to do Survivor Eviscerate. And remember, I can use my Gambler's Brew if we want, or use the Flying Knee if we want from our discard pile. If we do the Survivor Eviscerate and the Flying Knee, do we kill one? We don't, because that would be 38 damage, right? The Eviscerate does 11. How unfortunate. Or the Flying Knee does 11. So we would be doing 38 damage, which is not enough to kill one. Which means we probably don't play a potion unless we're playing the Gambler's Brew potion to make Eviscerate free. We have all strikes and a neutralize next turn, which is also a little bit bad. So I'm going to use the Gambler's Brew. We're going to Gambler's Brew just the 2 defends. Then we can Survivor to discard a strike. And that makes our Eviscerate free. We can now Eviscerate to do 27. And then 12 more with the Blade Dance is 39, which is exactly this sentry's health. Alright. And then I'm thinking about hitting the front one. Let's hit the front one. Hopefully we saved a fair amount of health by doing that. We did save some by just drawing a defend this turn, instead of what we were going to draw. So we've saved about 15 health from using that Gambler's Brew so far. 15 health is a lot of health to save when we're at as much health as we currently are. Ooh, I like this hand. So use the strike. The Blade Dance can hit this one a whole bunch. And then what are we getting next turn? If we get a Survivor or Eviscerate, we don't take any damage. Great. Okay. First elite down. I do like what we see here. Mercury Hourglass deals damage even on the first turn, even though we'd skip our first turn. Vajra makes Eviscerate and Blade Dance a lot nicer. Adds essentially 3 more damage to both of those, 4 with an upgraded Blade Dance. And, hey, accuracy makes our Blade Dance even better. Terror also makes the Blade Dance better. Terror works with both Eviscerate and Blade Dance. So I'm thinking about that, although the Blade Dance is a pretty nice... The accuracy is pretty good. We're just building an identity to this deck. I think we take the Terror. Okay, we've got 21 health. The plan is to go into this elite and not die. That's the plan. Are we going to achieve that plan? Let's see if we can. Ooh, very painful. We skip the first turn and we die. We didn't even get to the elite. Well, that's a terrifying normal enemy. That normal enemy did 26 damage on the first turn. Can't survive that. Alright. Well, we got very, very unlucky with that normal enemy. But otherwise, that went okay. We're going to try the Silent again. I think. Instead of just moving to the Ironclad, let's stay with the Silent. Get a little bit further than that. I'm still staying on level 7. Alright, we don't get the options that we got before, though. We can get Max Health or Niao's Lament. Usually Niao's Lament is the one that I would pick here. There's a decent chance to get this elite to have 1 health. The Burning Elite having 1 health. Let's do it. So Niao's Lament, enemies in the first 3 combats have 1 health. As long as neither of these question marks are combats, then this Burning Elite has 1 health. We could also choose to go the other path and take the Fireplace as well. But I'm thinking we would probably go to the Burning Elite. Okay, let's start, see what we do. So we skip the first turn, take 14 damage. Very painful. We're dying already. Backflip, usually good. Let's take a backflip. Alright, Match and Keep. I kind of like Match and Keep as the second floor. Normality, we definitely don't want that one. There's a Prepared in the lower right corner. There's a Footwork. So we could take a Prepared, or we could spend some time trying to find another Footwork. Ooh, there's the other Footwork. We could take both a Prepared and a Footwork. I'm down. There's a Footwork. There's a Prepared. I liked that Match and Keep. Thank you, sir. We skip the first turn. That'll mean nothing in this battle, because he's got 1 health. So, Tactician, when we already have a Prepared and a Backflip. The Backflip makes it so that we more likely have Prepared and Tactician in the same turn. Let's take Tactician. I like it. Feel like we've got an idea for a deck already starting up. Oh, we got unlucky. Niao's Lament is done. Alright, we take 18 damage in the first turn. Ouch. These slimes have been terrible for me, haven't they? There we go. Another Tactician or a Sneaky Strike? You know? Both are pretty decent options. I think we're going to choose Sneaky Strike, though. Ooh, but I really like the Tactician. I don't know. Let's choose another Tactician. I don't think I've had 2 Tacticians this early before. It definitely builds a very specific type of deck. Okay. Do we want anything here other than card remove? I do want the card remove. Another backflip wouldn't be too bad. Dodge and roll wouldn't be too bad. I really like another backflip, though. Let's do card remove and backflip. So we haven't really gotten any way to deal damage. Which means I want to remove a defend and keep the strikes in there currently. Maybe I should take a slice. Maybe I should, but I'm not. I'm going to take the backflip. Let's win with only strikes in the first battle. So we're not going to that burning elite anymore. I think we're going to go a 2 elite path instead. So one elite and then 2 elite. Rather than going the 3 elite path, which is pretty dangerous with this challenge anyway. Let's smith. Let's smith. What do we want to smith? Footwork. Prepared is much better smith. Especially with 2 tacticians. So let's get the prepared smith. Alright, skip the first turn, but our enemy skips the first turn too. He's nice that way. Granted, we got our footwork in our first hand, so we just skip another turn. And we really want to draw our footwork. So let's do backflip and then prepared. There's our footwork. Okay. We've got the 2 tacticians and no way to discard a card in our deck right now. How terrible. Alright, this is going to be a hard battle because we just don't do much damage. So there's a backflip, there's a survivor, and we can play a defend and a strike. We're not doing much damage, but at least we're blocking. Okay, definitely playing the prepared, and we can discard these 2 to deal the most damage this turn. I mean, so far the battle is going probably as good as we could imagine it going, which is still not amazing. Ick. Guess we discard 2 strikes. We play Survivor Strike, I think, because we need to play our strikes before they no longer do anything. And I think 9 block we can't pass up. So take 5 more, and then neutralize, defend, defend. Take 3 more. And then we need to do a lot of damage here because our strikes are about to do basically nothing. Don't like what we see. Do not like what we see. We could very easily die here. Okay, that's a good thing that we've got prepared and tactician. So what are we not playing? One of the strikes, because we need to block as much as we can? Alright, so defend, strike, strike, survivor. We're still alive. But we're dying a lot faster than we were before. We have to play another defend in order to not die this turn. And then I feel like we have to play our strikes, because at this point, we just don't do damage fast enough. So I think we've lost this one, by the way. I think we have lost this battle. Simply because our strikes do 3 damage apiece now. So we need to play 8 strikes before we get dealt 3 damage. Which, you know, is not what our deck does. Yeah, okay, so we die here. We're going to play as the Silent even again. Let's get to the first boss with the Silent at least before we move to the Ironclad. But wow, we're dying fast. And remember, we're only 2 Ascensions up from the Defect's win. The 2 Ascensions cause us to have we start damaged each run, which is affecting us, and normal enemies are tougher, which hasn't really been affecting us. So we're just having a lot of trouble with the silent. Let's try again. We could get max HP. Max HP would give us more health. But I really don't want to. I also really don't like this particular layout for the first act. I see this at the end, which is probably good. But the first part of the act doesn't seem great. I think we are going to take Niao's Lament again and try to go this path. But I could be convinced to take max health instead. Let's take Niao's Lament. Okay. Take 12 damage on the first battle. Ouch. Man, we've gotten pretty unlucky with the normal enemies, haven't we? Alright, both accuracy and Blade Dance in the first one. We've got to take Blade Dance first because it does something where the accuracy doesn't until you have Blade Dance. At least we're only taking 4 damage here. I take Predator. Of these 3 early on, I think Predator is the way. Just add more damage to the deck. Okay, obtain the Golden Idol. I will. So losing 5 max health is probably what we should do, but it is painful to go down even more max health when max health is part of what keeps us alive in future acts. Still, I'm doing it for the money. Alright, let's get that max health right back. Or we could do heal. The heal is not terrible. The heal is not terrible. I think I still choose the max health. Because it's a difference of 16 health, and this 5 health gives you more in the future. But the heal was a valid option there. And then we lose some current health again to get some gold. Alright. At least this elite only has 1 health, because Niao's Lament worked for us this time. So we skip the first turn, and then we should win turn 2, taking no damage. Nice. Alright, War Paint and a Block Potion. Of these, I probably want Skewer or Slice. The nice thing about Skewer is its ways to deal more damage, but Slice is really nice if we get something like an accuracy or other things that draw cards. Let's take Slice. And then War Paint, I think that's 2 defends, maybe a survivor. 2 defends. Alright, I'll take it. And then I really don't want to fight normal enemies. Normal enemies are really scary, so we're going to go to another question mark. And we'll disagree with the Serpent, because I really can't afford to take the Doubt. Not really, so disagree with the Serpent. We take 15 damage in this normal enemy bout in the first turn. Ouch. Blade Dance, Neutralize, and Defend. So neutralize, defend, and then, you know, Shiv. I think we're going to Shiv this one because it puts it down to 12, which we can do with 3 strikes when we're weakened. We did get 3 strikes, but unfortunately the other one is attacking. Still, we block and we hurt this one. Predator does 11. Strike does 4, Predator does 11, and the Slice finishes you off. Alright. We could take another Slice. Just go 0 cost attacks. I don't mind it. I think an unupgraded Prepared is a little bit late with us not finding much of anything else, so let's take another Slice. Just add a little bit more damage to the deck. And we're going to rest at that fire. Because I feel like we have to. Bottled Lightning. We could start with a skill in our hand. Which would basically mean that that skill's kind of not in our deck. Because whatever skill we choose, we would not get to play the first turn. So we could put a normal Defend in the Bottled Lightning to reserve it for the first turn when we don't get to play the cards. Let's do it. So we're going to bottle an unupgraded Defend because it is the worst skill that we have in our deck, and therefore the best thing to bottle. The Looter does me 11 damage. And then we can at least neutralize and defend. And Predator Slice. Alright. At least you only dealt me damage the first turn. I say that as if I'm dodging the damage this turn. I guess we are with Defend Survivor. And then we should win with Blade Dance. And Slice, please. Okay. I tend to like Dagger Throw as a way to do something and go through your deck a little bit faster. I think that works the most with the deck that we have because we've got the 2 slices in there. Yeah, let's take Dagger Throw. And then we simply must heal. Rest here. We've got 344 cash, and we're close to a shop. We've got a shop after a shop. Okay, 2 shops in a row. We could get the membership card. There we go. Let's get the membership card. And then we could save some for the next shop. The Regal Pillow is actually not bad. It's not as bad as I usually think the Regal Pillow is. Because we're going to take so much damage. So I'm thinking about it. Just heal more every time we rest, because we are going to rest. I really like the Envenom too, if we can upgrade it. And the problem with upgrading it is that we have to rest at the campfire. Let's take the Regal Pillow. We could take the Envenom, or we could remove a card. I really do want to remove more strikes. Let's remove a strike. I probably should have done that at the next shop. I could also take the Strawberry. We could just spend all of our money right now, take the Strawberry. I'm gonna do it. And I'm doing this primarily because I'm scared about the next elite battle. 33 health doesn't seem like enough. So I'm taking the Strawberry. And then we're going to go to this shop. Should we go here instead? I think we should. Let's skip the shop since we already have a shop. Okay, so we take 10 damage the first turn. And then we do have a block potion, which we might use. We're definitely going to play Blade Dance. And we're hitting the rightmost one. And then we play 2 Defends, I guess. I could use the Dexterity potion here. Would I rather have the dexterity potion in the boss fight, though? I kind of like it here, especially because it fully blocks this turn, so we're getting a lot of use out of it immediately. So defend and then hit the right one again. So Defend and Survivor are enough to block this one. We can kill this one. And then I'd rather play the Strike than get rid of the Dazed. So we're going to... Actually, the Defend blocks enough. Right. Because that was a Defend plus. Right. Alright. Never mind. Get rid of the Dazed too. I want to Predator Blade Dance, but that would take 10 damage. We could do Blade Dance, Defend, Defend. Let's do that. Blade Dance, Defend, Defend. Let's see if we can take as little damage in this battle as possible. I really like the Defend pluses with my Dexterity Potion. That's really nice. Discard the Daze so that we can play the Strike. One strike is enough to kill you, and then Blade Dance, start on the last one. Don't like seeing both of my Defend pluses in this hand, because that means there's less likelihood that we have defense next turn. We got a Defend, and Dagger Throw could get a different one. Yes, it did. Great. There's all the Dazed. Burn those. And then we do take 3 more damage. Overall, I think this was a very good elite fight. And we get Nunchaku every time we play 10 attacks, gain an energy. Very nice with the deck that we have. Flex Potion is also really nice with the deck that we have. We could get Backflip or Infinite Blades. Backflip works really well with those slices. So I'm looking forward to this backflip. Skip the first turn means that we take 6 damage. Ouch. There's another 16 coming in, which is exactly as much as our defends can defend for. So I guess we don't play Predator this turn. Okay. Do we knock them both down equally, or do we kill one? They're both buffing strength. The left one is going to have a lot of strength after this buff. I think we start with Dagger Throw on the right one no matter what. Should have done Blade Dance first, actually. Because then the Blade Dance would be in this deck instead of how it is now, where it's not. I can play 1 strike and these 3 shivs. I think we do kill one. Alright, we've got 18 damage to deal. And we got Predator. Wonderful. And we also got our Nunchaku up to 9, which is kind of nice too. Duplication Potion. I like it. I like how many potions we're getting. That's pure luck. And we could take Leg Sweep. I like Leg Sweep. I also really like Cloak and Dagger with Nunchaku and the other zero-cost attacks that we have. Let's take Cloak and Dagger. So we've got Cloak and Dagger and Blade Dance. We've got a couple of slices, Neutralize, Dagger Throw, Predator. And then starting deck stuff, but 2 of the defends are upgraded. It's fine. It's not great, it's fine. We do have to rest here. But at least we rest and we get a bunch of health back due to our Regal Pillow. Alright, we skip the first turn of the battle. We get slimed. Then we do damage. We got extra energy on a turn that we didn't need it. That's unfortunate. The Nunchaku didn't do what we wanted. And I should have considered the Flex Potion there, but I didn't early enough. $38 coming in. We could neutralize to reduce that and defend, or we could do as much damage as we can. Which Predator, Strike, and Neutralize does 24, which is not enough to split the slime. Not enough to split. I think we're going to block this turn. So we're going to use our block potion, we're going to neutralize, and we're going to defend. And then of course we do Predator rather than 2 strikes. So we take 11 damage. And then I could use this Flex Potion, but I feel like at this point in the battle we've kind of won this battle. So I'm going to save that Flex Potion for a future time. Let's use what we can. So Blade Dance. We've got 3 energy left. And we've got a backflip. Let's play the backflip. And then don't play the 2 strikes and neutralize? Question mark. It's actually not bad. Let's do it. So, split the slime at 56. That is a lot of damage coming in. We are going to play Dagger Throw no matter what. So, Dagger Throw here. And then Defend and Survivor to block the most that we can. Okay, only you are attacking. We could split you, I think. Let's split the one that is attacking us down to 20s. 20s are not my favorite split number, but felt like we needed to. Now I feel like there's danger. So we can kill one of the smaller slimes. It would take... I don't know. That doesn't seem great. Because 3, 7... Yeah, we can only do 15 damage unless we play our Flex Potion. But we should play a Strike, because we've got the Nunchaku. It's a lot of damage coming in. I guess we're going to play a Flex Potion here. I'm sad to use 2 potions here, though. So now we do a Strike, and then we do Defend, Defend. I could play the other Strike. It's currently kind of upgraded, but let's defend so we don't take as much damage. Play the Defend. Play the Defend no matter what. Play the other Defend, or play the Strike. I think we play the other Defend. And great. Now we can actually do something to you. Let's use our backflip. See if we get a slice. We did. Alright. Slice kills this one. Now we're much better off than we were. We can even play one of those slimed this turn. Can we split this turn? we are weakened, so it's a question. We cannot split this turn. Oh, we exactly split. You know, maybe not the best to exactly split. But still. Alright, we have to defend or kill this turn. We can play a backflip and 2 defends. Sure. And then we cannot defend this turn, which means we're just going to be killing them as best we can, which is Predator and some shivs. Okay, we're going down to 2. I did not feel like we were going to go down to 2 in this battle. So this went much worse than I expected. Still, we end up winning the battle and moving on to Act 2. We got an Essence of Steel, don't mind that, but remember I can't play it on the first turn. And I do really like Adrenaline. Bullet time is not too bad, but we've got too many 0 costs in the deck for me to care too much about bullet time. Let's take the Adrenaline. Okay, no more gold, but we get more energy. We could make the Ring of the Serpent, you know, get rid of the Ring of the Snake, which does nothing to us, nothing for us, and get the Ring of the Serpent, which actually does something. Or we could take Calling Bell. I think I'm going to choose Ring of the Serpent, because normally this is, you know, Ring of the Serpent isn't really that much better than Ring of the Snake, unless battles go on long enough. But this is strictly an upgrade in this challenge, so I'm happy to take it. 1 extra card every turn. Alright, Act 2. What do we need? We do have the membership card, so shops are better than they normally are. I think we could very easily die in this Act 2. So I think I'm going to prioritize fireplaces, so we can get some upgrades and potentially rest a whole lot if we need it. So go to shops, go to fireplaces. Let's go. First one, we get 12 damage on the first turn. Ouch. Playing the Adrenaline now means it actually does something without giving us dazed. But we don't need the energy unless we draw 2 cards that we want to play. Let's play it. We got a backflip. Alright, keep drawing cards. And we didn't really get what I wanted to get. I really wanted the Predator. We'll play Predator this turn, since we're not being attacked. Oh, and another strike. Thank you, Nunchaku. Almost missed your contribution. 24 damage coming in. We can defend most of that, but it would mean 3 dazed in the deck. I think we're going to do at least Survivor and the upgraded defend. And then let's defend again. Alright, so we take only 3 damage, but we do get 3 dazed in the deck, which is not good for us. Backflip draws a dazed and adds a dazed. Fine. $27 damage. That's not good. And we can't win this turn, I don't think. If we doubled Predator... If we doubled Predator with the duplication potion, that would do 22. Each of the shivs are going to do 3 damage. So that's 31... 35 We do 35 damage if we double Predator. That's unfortunate. Alright, we're just going to take a lot more damage. That hurts. And then, at least we play Slice. I think we need to block more, but that does mean more dazed. I think we play Dagger Throw rather than playing Defend. We're only blocking 2. Ooh, we got Neutralized. That's incredible. Alright. Next turn is going to be 4 dazed and 1 other card, though. 2 other cards, because of Ring of the Serpent. It's a backflip. Please give me something. Okay. We die? Is that true? I could double play a strike or a slice, but that wouldn't do enough damage. The Survivor, does the Survivor save me? It does. It does just barely. I'm at 1. Alright. We get a block potion, but I think we die turn 1 of the next battle, basically. I do like seeing the Finisher Plus. We're going to take that Finisher Plus, and then we're probably going to die at the very beginning of the next battle, which might be this one, or it might be this one. Okay, the Special Relic does nothing for us because we get the 3 strength at the first turn of the combat, and then we lose it. So, I think we transform 2 cards. And the 2 cards that we transform will be Strike and Defend. Yeah, Strike and Defend. We got a Malaise and a Prepared. Don't mind that. Better than Strike and Defend. Okay, give me a Lee's Waffle. This is the perfect time to find Lee's Waffle in the shop. You know, it's circular, but it's not Lee's Waffle. And it's actually pretty bad. Normally, Gambling Chip is a really nice relic, but this time it does kind of nothing. Granted, Anchor is incredible, so we're going to take Anchor, because 10 block in the first turn, when we can't do anything else, very valuable. I like the acrobatics, especially on sale. And then what? There's not much that can save us from what's going to happen. Let's remove a card. Let's remove a strike. And then we could take a footwork. Or we could take a finisher. I think I like footwork more than finisher. So we're going to take footwork. And then we might die on turn 1. We do have the anchor to potentially help us. But we die on turn 1, because they deal more than 10 damage. Alright. The Silent made it to floor 21 after 3 tries. 3 tries, we made it to floor 21 with the Silent on Ascension 7. And that's it. So, let's try the Ironclad next. See if we can do better with the Ironclad. Remember that my personal best is with the Defect on Ascension 5. I won through Act 3. So we've got to somehow beat that. The nice thing about the Ironclad is that he heals up after each battle. So level 7 seems perfectly fine. And I think we might keep Burning Blood. Even though I'm allowed to swap boss relics, I think Burning Blood is really nice. We could choose a card to obtain. I don't really want to take 21 damage. I think that would significantly hurt our chances. So it's either choose a card or get Niao's Lament yet again. I do like Niao's Lament. There's a chance that we could have this elite have only 1 health. And you know, there's a ton of elites. If we feel like we can fight elites, we could fight 4 elites in the first one, in the first act. I'm gonna try, but that does mean Niao's Lament is the choice yet again. First battle, first turn, we take 13 damage. Ouch. We can't heal up that much after each battle. We only heal up 6. We did get a regen potion, which is kind of nice. Okay, some interesting choices already. I'm not going to take Pummel as the first card, but I'm happy to take either one of the other 2 as the first card. Fire Breathing or Power Through. Probably we want Power Through before we take Fire Breathing. Gain 75 gold right before a shop. I'm down. I mean, I guess it wasn't right before a shop, but it was pretty close. We take another 14 damage in this battle on the first turn. That's very painful. Remains being painful. We could get another Power Through. I actually think we should take Carnage. The main problem with Carnage is that if it appears in our opening hand, it just burns itself, and we never get to play it. I'm still going to take it, but the fact that it could burn itself without us ever getting to play it is kind of sad. Okay. Some very interesting choices here. We could take Rampage. I don't mind Rampage. It's not known as one of the best cards, but it is something that kind of on its own can make it so that we can withstand the champ in Act 2. There's Shockwave, which is always kind of good. And there are Bag of Marbles, which is pointless because it only affects the first turn, and Oddly Smooth Stone, which gives us dexterity. And there's always the Prismatic Shard, which is ridiculous, and we could take it just because being ridiculous is fun. It's not that great when we already took Power Through, though, because Power Through works with a lot of Ironclad cards, doesn't typically work with a lot of other people's cards. I'm going to take the Oddly Smooth Stone, and I think I will take Rampage. I was considering a Power Potion as well, but take what we took. Ooh, transform a card. Very happy to do that. Let's transform a strike into something better. It's better. By a little bit. We skip the first turn, which in this battle is not so bad, especially because Niao's Lament. And then we play Carnage. Bam. Ancient Tea Set. Alright, not too bad. Have more energy on the first turn after a rest site. There's Demon Form. We could take a Demon Form. I really do like the True Grit, though. We have to upgrade it for it to be worthwhile. But I do like the True Grit to go along with my Power Through. Let's take the True Grit. Took the common card, offered 2 rares and 1 common, took the common card. Skip the first turn, not the worst in this one. Our Carnage did not burn itself. And let's play Carnage. And True Grit. So we can Power Through to block this turn, and then we can Inflame Strike. And then Carnage Rampage. There we go. Actually, we took no damage in a battle. First time I think so far tonight that we've taken no damage in a battle. I guess we took no damage in the elite battle either, but the elite was sleeping and it had 1 health. I see dual wield. We could dual wield a rampage after we've played it a few times. Or we could dual wield power. I think I'm going to take dual wield. It's interesting as a choice right now, might be better later. And I do think I want to try fighting 4 elites. We have a lot of health and we have a regen potion. Let's go for it. We skip the first turn, as always, and take 10 damage. This seems like a fine elite to use this regen potion in, so we're going to use it now. And then I think we do power through bash. Power through bash. Add even more status cards to my deck. I definitely want to use the Carnage. So we're going to use Carnage and probably True Grit. Carnage, True Grit? I mean, or we could just do Rampage and take 10. I think we should take 10. The fact that we dealt damage there probably saves 10 health in the next turn. It does, because we can Carnage power through. Alright. Add more status cards to the deck. Our deck is not getting better over the course of this battle, it's just getting worse. Inflame Defend. Alright, now we're going to start taking a little bit of damage almost every turn, which is very bad. Well, Bash, Rampage. Take 10 more damage. We can Strike, True Grit, which is guaranteed to remove one of those wounds. And then the Rampage is getting stronger, at least. And we still have the Carnage, actually. So if we draw a Carnage, we win, or 2 strikes. 2 strikes is fine. Blood Vial, we heal even more every combat. Great. Dexterity Potion, kind of whatever. And do we want any of these? Not particularly. Not particularly. I don't mind Havoc some of the time. This doesn't seem like a deck where we want a Havoc. So let's just skip all of those cards. We get Red Skull, which is really nice right now. We're just below 50% health, and we have 3 additional strength because of that. Wonderful. Next elite. It is a Lagavulin again. We skip the first turn, and our enemy skips the first turn too. It's very nice. We are going to wait until next turn to wake up the beast. This might be a good time to use the Dexterity Potion in this battle, but let's find that out in a future turn. Oh no! The Blood Vial! The Blood Vial healed us above 50%. We actually didn't want that. So we're playing the Rampage no matter what. We're playing a True Grit no matter what. Are we playing our Dexterity Potion? I think we are. We take 2 damage, which puts us under 50% health. And then now we do more damage. I probably want to play Bash, but I'm tempted to do Defend, Defend, Strike. Let's do Defend, Defend, Strike. Take 4, and then I think we do Inflame Carnage. I think the Inflame is going to be better than 1 strike. over the course of the rest of this battle. Could be wrong about that. There's the Carnage again, 24 more damage. And then we don't have enough energy to win, but we could have won if we had all of the energy in the world. There's our Rampage and a strike to win. Oh, right. Bronze scales. That means that during the first turn, we can deal 3 damage to enemies. Only when they attack us. Gambler's Brew. I like it. And there's a fire breathing. We did take the power through, so we could have the power through fire breathing. I'll go for that. And then I think... I don't know if we need to rest. I don't want to rest. I want to smith because we've got bunches of cards that we want to smith, especially True Grit. Let's smith. This might cause us to die in the next elite battle, but I think that I really want to smith True Grit. Ooh, 18 damage. 18 damage in the first turn. Yeah, we could very easily die. We could die right here. So, if we attacked with 3 strikes, we would deal 27, which would mean that we would die. So, let's use our Gambler's Brew. And now, we could bash Rampage and still die, or we could True Grit and defend. I guess we're going to True Grit and defend. True Grit, defend, Rampage. Okay, I do like playing the Carnage and a strike here. And I'm glad they're not attacking, but at the same time I would have liked to attack them. Glad they're not attacking again. Still, would have been nice to attack them for more than 9. We burned our fire breathing, right? Yeah, we burned our fire breathing, so having these slimed in the deck is not doing anything for us. Let's burn this defend as well. Okay, can we win this turn? The Rampage takes one out. The strike does not. The bash does not. So we have to play defend. Defend, a Rampage, and a strike. Let's kill the left, or the right one, I mean. Because we can. Okay. Reaper. Haha. A way to heal back some of our wounds. Let's take it. Especially, it's so much nicer with Red Skull. Because Red Skull is basically giving it a free upgrade. Well, even better than a free upgrade. So we're taking Reaper. We still might die on the first turn of this battle. We do. We die on the first turn of this battle. Alright. Let's put the Ironclad right back in. Try again. We might be playing a lot of runs tonight, because our runs have been doing very poorly. We've got to try to get a win. Alright, Ironclad, I'm sure you can get to the first boss. I'm sure you can. We could take the max HP. The act layout is not bad. I think I prefer the max HP this time. So max HP plus 8. And I think that we're going to go for this shop and that fire and then a couple fires and a shop at the end. So probably this way. Okay, skip the first turn, take 12 damage. be on our way to death already. Already, the end draws near. Defend, defend, strike. Take 6 more damage. So we've taken 18 damage in this battle so far. In the very first battle. We got an Essence of Steel. Fine. So, Shockwave, Cleave, and Rupture. I think I prefer the Shockwave of those. Let's take Shockwave. Let's gain gold. I think that choosing to gather gold in the world of Goop every time might be part of the thing that's killing me. We take 6 damage in the first turn. As Jazz says, Anchor is very nice in this challenge. We had that once in a previous run that unfortunately died somewhat early, I think. But having the Anchor was nice. Okay, do we Shockwave Defend? Shockwave Defend blocks for as much as we can. So we've taken, I think, 8 damage in this battle so far. Taking 8 damage in every battle will slowly kill us. A Smoke Bomb. I still can't play the Smoke Bomb on the first turn of a battle, which makes it significantly worse. Flex, Pummel Strike, and Uppercut. So I could take Uppercut. I really like Uppercut. It seems pretty weird to have Bash, Shockwave, and Uppercut, which might mean that I remove my Bash if I take Uppercut. I think I will take Uppercut. Okay, this battle we take only 7 on the first turn. You know, we can actually heal that back. Interesting. The left one is gaining strength only. The right one is attacking me for 7. I can kill the right one this turn and just take no damage. And then draw Uppercut to kill this one. Great. So we only took 7 that battle. We get a Speed Potion, and we could take another Uppercut. You know, I don't know if we need yet another Uppercut. I think I'll take Armaments. So I do really like seeing Feel No Pain. It doesn't work with anything that we've taken so far, but I do like seeing it. The Relics, I don't know if I care about. The Hand Drill works on very few enemies. The War Paint upgrades 2 skills, which are most likely defense. The Bronze Scales is not terrible, means we can do 3 damage on the first turn. I think I really like Feel No Pain and a Card Remove. Card Remove... Let's remove a Strike. Actually, let's remove the Defense, or the Bash, I mean. Remove the Bash, take Feel No Pain, and then nothing. I would be willing to pick these up. You know, the Drop Kick might actually be good when we've got Uppercut and Shockwave. Tempted to pick up that Drop Kick. Let's do it. Let's take the Drop Kick. We skip the first turn. Luckily, our enemy skips the first turn too. And I like seeing Shockwave here. If we do Shockwave, do we wake up the beast now? I think we still wake the beast up next turn, even though that wastes a turn of weak. I think that's still what we do. So we do Shockwave this turn and nothing else. And then we wake it up this turn. Our Drop Kick already doing good things. We actually get to have the beast be weakened next turn too with the uppercut. And armament is better than defend, so let's upgrade our uppercut. That will extend the weak and vulnerable even longer too. We are taking 10 damage here. We could armaments a defend. Let's do that. Armaments a defend, play the upgraded defend, and whatever defend again. And then next turn we lay in with, unfortunately, unupgraded strikes, because that's all we have. So uppercut, drop kick does a fair amount of damage and draws us a card. And then just a defend, I guess. Next turn we have a chance of victory. Take 8 more damage. So we took 18 damage in this elite so far, and we get a victory this turn. Great. We get the gambling chip. Terrible. What an awful relic. You can discard cards and draw that many cards, but you can only do it on a turn that you're not allowed to do anything else. What nonsense. It does something, technically, but not a lot. Do we want Thunderclap to have even more vulnerable? I think we'd rather do Cleave. Let's take 1 Cleave. I'm worried that we're taking too many, like, mediocre attacks, though. I'm a little bit worried about that. So we go to the fireplace. At this fireplace, we smith armaments so that it upgrades all cards in the hand. And then next elite, we have to skip the first turn. So I think that we want to discard Feel No Pain because we want to draw that one sooner. You know, it's not going to matter much. Let's still discard 1 card. That way we get back to the... Oh my gosh, we drew a Cleave. But then we click end turn. Take the 10 damage. Wish that we didn't discard anything. Okay, this Shockwave would apply vulnerable to everybody. I think we play the armaments for sure. Armaments for sure, and then we could do a Shockwave or an uppercut. The Shockwave removes all of these and applies vulnerable for 5 turns. Let's do that. Right now we're taking 15 damage. I think this is a good battle to use our Essence of Steel. So let's take that. We're going to lose 2 of it immediately, but still. Okay, we got the drop kick. Who do we drop kick? Drop kick the rightmost one. And then the defend defends for everything because we've still got 2 plated armor, so we get to uppercut the sentry as well. And as Jazz said, I was considering discarding everything so that we would draw the Feel No Pain faster, but since we had such good cards in our opening hand, I was thinking that we didn't want to discard all of those and get all cards that we didn't want. Turns out we kind of got the 1 card that did the most. So, I don't know. The defend only blocks for 9 now, and we're losing our plated armor at this point. There's the Feel No Pain, finally back. That means that we gain armor every turn, basically, from the Dazed. Okay, so now we kind of have no problem with blocking, as long as we draw enough Dazed each turn / defends. do we strike the left one or the right one? I think we strike the right one. I'm kind of glad we struck the right one because we drew no defense. So now we can kill the right one this turn. And win this battle. Alright. Not doing great. Darkstone Periapt, another relic that kind of does nothing for us. We're getting very unlucky with those relics, and we got a Swift Potion. Swift Potion is good. I could take a Bludgeon, I could take a Spot Weakness. Sentinel really isn't there yet, but it could be better in the future. I don't know if we want any of these. I'm considering the Spot Weakness, and I guess I'll take the Spot Weakness. The Bludgeon does a lot of damage, especially when enemies have Vulnerable, which they often do. Sure, I'm gonna take a Bludgeon, just for damage. Okay, let's hope that this relic is a good one. Meat on the Bone. Excellent. We finally got lucky with a relic. We gain 12 health basically every battle. Every battle where we end at 50% or less health, which is basically every battle. So now we heal 18 every battle. So we could heal 22 right now. Or we could remove a card for 50. You know? I'm going to remove a card. Let's remove another strike. So we could heal 22 and get a Parasite. Or we could stop Anger the Mushrooms and get a really good relic for the deck that we're building. But we have to not die in this battle, which could very easily happen. Oh man, this one's hard. Because this battle could very easily kill us. We could be attacked for 18 on the first turn, and just take 18 immediately. And I'm not allowed to use my Smoke Bomb to avoid it, because that would be doing something on the first turn. But if we do survive, all of our Vulnerable that we add does more damage to enemies. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna get the Parasite. I'm so sad, but we got the Parasite. At least that means we get to upgrade at this fireplace. And, you know, the Bludgeon? Bludgeon is a pretty good upgrade. Does 42 damage instead of 32 damage. I also like the Uppercut to extend Weak and Vulnerable. And the Shockwave to extend Weak and Vulnerable. But I think I want the Bludgeon right now. Who's our boss anyway? It is not the slime boss, so Cleave is not the best it could be. Let's do Bludgeon. We actually can't afford to remove our curse. I would love to take the Red Skull, but we also don't have the money for that. In fact, we have money for nothing here. We have 6 gold, so we just leave. I guess I should have gone to the left path here, since I had no gold. Oh well. That was probably a mistake. So this turn, we would like to discard the Parasite. I don't really care to get back to any of those cards. We don't need the Bludgeon in this particular battle, and the Dropkick, Defends, and Parasite are not useful. So let's not discard anything. That makes our next turn potentially better, which is our first turn of the battle. We could kill the Louse this turn. Nope, we can't, because our strikes only do 4, because we're weakened. Okay, let's just do strike there and 2 strikes here. So a fair amount of damage coming in, but we've got armaments, cleave, and defend, so we take nothing that turn. And uppercut to win. We dipped just below 50%, so the meat on the bone healed us for the max it could heal us, which is great. Here's Body Slam. We don't have a Body Slam deck. We could kind of have a Havoc deck, but I don't particularly like it. So let's skip these. And we get to smith again. I like having the meat on the bone. Allows us to smith more. As much as I want to smith the Feel No Pain, we don't have the deck for it yet. So I think we just smith Shockwave to extend Weak and Vulnerable to 5 turns. Alright, let's go in. I feel good about this first boss, at least. And do we discard something so we can get back to it faster later? I don't think so. We just end turn. The boss also skips the first turn. How nice and appreciative. Alright, uppercut. We could bludgeon to do more damage, but uppercut applies weakness, which saves a lot of health right now. So let's do the uppercut. And I feel like playing the Feel No Pain now is better than putting in 9 damage with a strike. Here's our Shockwave. We can Shockwave drop kick. And we already have 3 block. So do we really care to play defend? No. Let's start damaging the boss. Ooh, excellent. Armaments to upgrade all of these cards. Drop kick draws a card. And then, do I take 3 damage again? I think I do, because we do want to defeat the boss quickly. There's a bludgeon. Wonderful. Bludgeon does 63 damage. Just take 1/3 of the boss's current health. And now we finally play defense. So we could drop kick bludgeon. We're going to drop kick at least. I'm thinking that we block this turn by doing an uppercut defend that also extends the vulnerable another turn. Let's do that. So uppercut and defend. And then good time to play armaments and leave and strike. Great. We are at the dangerous turn. We got basically not what we needed. I think we would die this turn if we don't use a potion. So let's use a potion. Swift potion first. Swift potion actually didn't give us much. Oh no. Swift potion made it worse for us. Oh man. So do we die? We're taking 30 damage plus the 2 burns. So even if we play speed potion, the armaments doesn't block for enough. We die on the first boss. Alright, well, we die on the first boss as it turns out. Did not expect that. Okay. When you take the bludgeon and you draw the bludgeon, you should probably play the bludgeon. That's one thing to learn from that. Anyway, it's still pretty young this night, so let's go back to the Silent. We've gotten to Act 2 with the Silent once, and we've died at the Act 1 boss with the Ironclad once. That's as far as we've gotten in this challenge tonight. Let's go back to the Silent and see if we can do better. So Silent, Ascension 7, still staying on Ascension 7, trying to beat my personal best. And Jazz is absolutely correct. The Silent does probably the best doing the boss swap, because the Ring of the Snake is a worthless relic in this particular challenge. So doing a boss swap is something I like. The other nice thing about a boss swap is most of my challenges make it so that I can't take the boss swap. So when I have a challenge that I'm allowed to, it seems like a good time to do so. That said, I really do like lose all gold, remove 2 cards. I like that one too, but we're going to do the boss swap. We get Runic Pyramid. Ooh, not bad. I like starting with Runic Pyramid. We are going to get Hand Clog early, but knowing that we have Runic Pyramid from the very beginning should help us design our deck well. I think we're going to take a path that prioritizes fireplaces a little bit. Normal enemies are kind of scary because they can sort of just kill me in a lot of circumstances. Let's visit one question mark on our way to the fireplaces. Alright, so we end the first turn, take 12 damage, but we get to keep everything in our hand. So if we drew something that we wanted to play, we still get to play it on a future turn. Granted, we're going to play Survivor to discard some of this, because otherwise we're just going to increase the number of cards in our hand every single turn, which is not useful. Play Survivor again. Let's keep the Neutralize for a future turn. Even though it prevents me from drawing to a full hand, we know we're getting Survivor and Strike, so I don't think we need all of those strikes. Let's keep the Neutralize. So we could do Survivor Defend here, and that's it. Or we could do Neutralize, actually Neutralize Strike, Strike, Strike wins. We didn't even need the Neutralize. We get a Fruit Juice. Great. Do we take Dagger Spray? I don't mind Dagger Spray as the first card. Let's take a Dagger Spray. Okay, we take 7 damage in this battle. We could do Dagger Spray to hit both of them for a fair amount, and then Survivor to block. I like that. Survivor to block. And then we can't win this turn. I'm going to play another Defend, just so that we draw more cards. And win this battle. So Reflex is kind of bad, unless we get Concentrate, like Jazz is hoping for. But Reflex is kind of bad when we've got Hand Clog right now. Blade Dance is also kind of bad when we've got Hand Clog right now. Although I do really like Blade Dance. And I think I might take it anyway and try to remove cards. The nice thing about Reflex is if we get our deck small enough, the Reflex could be very nice. Let's take the Blade Dance. I really like Blade Dance. So we've got a Blade Dance. Now we just really need to remove cards. Gaining 75 gold would help us remove cards, but at the same time, it would probably necessitate us resting. I'm still going to do it. Take the 75 gold, take the 11 damage. We're going to have to rest more. End turn the first turn, and then let's Survivor away Defense, and then strike Blade Dance. Neutralize, not bad. We definitely play Dagger Spray when we draw it, so that we could draw it again. And then do we play a Defend? We know that we're going to have strikes in the next turn, so we could play Defend, Strike, and we're guaranteed to win next turn. Taking only 2 damage this battle. Explosive Potion, I like it. So Expertise is pretty terrible. Flying Knee or Dodge and Roll. Kind of just want to skip all of these. Let's skip these. Part of reducing your deck down to a small number is not taking cards you don't need. Okay, we're taking 17 damage this first turn. That's more than half our health. It's pretty bad. Let's neutralize. I want to play Dagger Spray. It's probably a good idea to play Dagger Spray. And then Survivor Defend. Dagger Spray, Survivor, get rid of Defense, and another Defend. Take 1 more damage. And then strike, strike, Blade Dance. Can we win? We did draw a Dagger Spray. And we could win if we played the Explosive Potion, which I will. I think it's worth it for the money. We got 30 gold for that Explosive Potion. We could get another Dagger Spray. Escape Plan is not bad when you kind of know what you're drawing in a small deck. Heel Hook, if we got 2 Heel Hooks, it could be a way to go infinite with Runic Pyramid. Runic Pyramid greatly increases the chance to go infinite, and 2 Heel Hooks with weakness is a way to go infinite when you've got Runic Pyramid holding the rest of your cards. Do we really want to go down that path? Heel Hook is a lot better with Runic Pyramid even without the infinite, because you can just hold it until the enemy is weak. I'm going to take it. If we get another one, I might be happy about that. We simply must rest here. I think this is a good time to use the fruit juice so that we rest for a little bit more. Right now it says that we're going to rest for 21. We take the fruit juice. See, we're at 18. Even though it still says 21, which would put us at 39, we actually get to 40 because we had a little bit more max health. Okay, the Gremlin Knob. Skip the first turn. He doesn't exactly skip the first turn. And I don't know if I want to use my Neutralize Heel Hook this turn, or save it for next turn because he's making me vulnerable. We would draw more cards, but I think we save the Neutralize for next turn when we're taking more damage. So, strike, Dagger Spray, strike. Save the Neutralize Heel Hook. So there's 24 damage coming in. A great time to play Neutralize and Heel Hook. Now then, with 18 damage coming in, do we play Speed Potion? and play 2 defensive cards? I think I do. Even though this increases your strength. Do we play Blade Dance? I think we do that too, even though it's a skill that increases your strength even more. So 21 damage this turn. We don't defend anymore, we just attack. Take the 21. Here's 21 more, but we do have Neutralize, Heal Hook. And then, do we have enough to win? We've got a Strike, Strike, Blade Dance. We do. Great. Okay. Scary Battle. Lantern. Absolutely useless relic. What nonsense. It gives you an additional energy, but only on the turn that you don't use it. Terrible. We could take a Blur. Don't really want Deadly Poison or Bane. Could take Blur. I don't think we do, though. When we've got Runic Pyramid, the benefits of Blur are in some ways mitigated, because you can just play the block cards when you need them. You don't need to play them a turn ahead of time. Let's skip. And we simply have to rest again. And I said rest, so I should click the rest button. Alright. Let's not hit another elite this act. Let's prioritize the fireplaces. We got a Gremlin Horn. That's useful. I'll take that. And I think we're going to Smith. So smithing Blade Dance is a little bit questionable. Smithing Dagger Spray is pretty good. Smithing Neutralize is pretty good too. Let's smith Dagger Spray first. That does a fair amount more damage. And we could take a meal ticket, so that whenever we enter a shop, we gain health. We could take Swift Strike. Swift Strike is not bad, because it's 0 cost. I definitely want to remove a card. Let's remove first. We're going to remove Defend or Strike. Let's remove a Defend first. We could upgrade to probably Defends with Warpaint. And I'm wondering if that's better than anything else here. I actually do want the Swift Potion. Or the Swift Strike, I mean. Let's take Swift Strike. And then probably Regen Potion, because we need health pretty badly. and then leave. Okay, let's smith again. We're going to smith the Neutralize this time, so that it extends the weakness over 2 turns. Can we handle an elite battle? Let's try. So we're going to search, find some loot. We found an elite. Alright. We skip the first turn, which means we take 10 damage. The Dagger Spray is really nice in this battle. And I think we need to play some defense. Let's do Dagger Spray. We should always play the Dagger Spray when we can. We should play the Neutralize right now, because it doesn't apply weakness yet. And then of course we should play Swift Strike. So the Dagger Spray does 12 damage, so we should leave them at 12 if we can, and play 2 defense. This battle is not going to be long enough for me to use my Regen Potion. So no worries about the Regen Potion right now. I want to get rid of cards out of my hand, so we're going to play Survivor to get rid of 2 cards with 1 energy. And then Defend and Blade Dance. We kind of want more defense. Did I discard a defend card? I think I did. Whoops. We could also use our Gremlin Horn in this one if I hit you down low enough. Let's plan to use our Gremlin Horn. So play a strike on this one that uses the Gremlin Horn. We can play 2 defends. I think I'm going to Swift Strike this middle sentry in hopes that we could kill it next turn. And then Blade Dance. We only got 1 defense. Well, it's a good thing that we played what we did. I'm going to play the Heel Hook here because I don't think the Heel Hook is ever going to draw a card in this battle. Ooh, and Dagger Spray. Great. Alright, that elite battle went pretty well. Ooh, we got Tough Bandages. Whenever I discard a card during my turn, I gain 3 block. I like Tough Bandages. And we got a Poison Potion. What do we have that discards cards currently? Just Survivor. We could get a Dagger Throw. Let's get a Dagger Throw. We can remove a card from my deck. All I have to do is pay 7 health. I think that I will. Even though it puts me down to 5. Let's remove another card. I'm going to remove a strike. I think the strikes are getting quite bad. And then we're going to rest because we absolutely must rest. The next battle is going to be scary. Can we win? We have to do nothing the first turn, which means we have to deal with this attack, which is something you don't normally have to deal with if you can deal 30 damage in the first 2 turns. But we can't do that when we skip the first turn. This is probably a good time to use Regen Potion. Going to do it. The Neutralize is a very good option. And then Survivor discarding a Strike. The Strike is one of the worst things we have in our deck. Play the Swift Strike. And then defend, defend. Defend, defend. Alright. Next turn we deal damage. There's the Heel Hook. Let's do Neutralize again. Just keep that weakness on. And then Dagger Spray, of course. Probably should have played the Dagger Spray before we shuffled the deck. Blade Dance. Yeah. And then we save cards. We're going to play a Strike, because that's one of the worst things that we have. Okay. All we have to do is play defense. Let's play Survivor and Dagger Throw. Discard the strikes, basically. Discard the strikes over and over again. And then we can play Swift Strike. Next turn we're going to play Defends. Okay. We could play our Survivor again. I really like the Survivor in this battle, because it discards a Strike, which are some of the worst cards that we have, and it works with Tough Bandages. If we play Dagger Spray, we only get the damage once, the 3 damage once. So we can play Dagger Spray. Always play Dagger Spray if you can. Okay. Neutralize and heal hook, of course. And then we could do dagger throw and a defend. Or we could try to do 22 damage. We can't quite do 22 damage. So let's play 2 defends. Heal hook again, great. And swift strike and dagger spray. Actually, we should play a strike before we play dagger spray. And then I'll play another strike because we're entering the next phase. Blade Dance is also kind of useless in this phase. So do a Survivor, discard a strike. We can play Neutralize to apply weakness basically every time. Dagger Throw is perfectly worthwhile. Let's discard Blade Dance. We know we don't want it. And then stop here or play a Defend. Play a Defend so that we discard, or we get to draw 5 cards. Survivor away a strike. And then let's heal hook and neutralize. And then play defend, defend, swift strike. Wonderful. Don't think we've taken any damage in this battle. No, we took damage on the second turn. We took damage on turn 2, but that's it so far. We are going to take damage this turn, however, so can't be too happy. We're going to take 2 more damage this turn. Play Dagger Spray every time you can. Yeah, play Dagger Spray every time you can. It's our upgraded card. Let's do Dagger Throw, discard a strike. And then strike Blade Dance. As usual, let's do our Survivor. Discard a strike. And then we can heal hook, we can neutralize, we can defend. And then Dagger Spray, save the Swift Strike. Alright, Survivor a strike, as usual. And then let's play Heal Hook. We want to play Defend, Defend, and then we can afford 2 attacks without taking damage, so neutralize Swift Strike. And we should win this turn. Dagger Spray, Swift Strike, we win. Great. I feel like this deck was very good for that boss. So 1,000 cuts is pretty bad usually. Just 1 extra damage every time we play a card. Doesn't do that much. Grand Finale. Ooh. Ooh, Grand Finale might be good. It's another reason to keep the deck size down. Let's take Grand Finale. The Wrist Blade is pretty nice. Attacks that cost 0 deal 4 additional damage. The Ectoplasm gives us more energy, which is usually good when you've got Runic Pyramid, but taking no more gold feels pretty bad. And I really don't want Calling Bell because the curse that we get from it would just clog up our hand. So I think we're taking Wrist Blade. Alright, we want a small deck, which means we want to remove cards. And I don't think we can handle many elites, so I think we should mainly avoid elites. We do have the Gremlin Horn, which is pretty good against elites in Act 2, but still, skipping the first turn on elites is much more dangerous now than it was before. We can't avoid an elite early, but we can go to one where we visit a fireplace after so we can heal. And then only take that one, maybe a second one. Alright, let's try it. I'm going to go by this shop to see if I can remove cards. The birds. How unfortunate. We just end turn to the birds. Ouch. Take 18 damage immediately. Luckily, we can pretty reliably knock down birds, and we can start doing that immediately. So, strike, 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 knocks down a bird. Dagger Spray is really nice in this battle. Let's just play that immediately. So Dagger Spray, we can neutralize one of you, neutralize you and heal hook you. And then we still have Blade Dance. But do we play Blade Dance or do we save it for next turn? I don't know. Strike you to kill you. I think we play Blade Dance. Blade Dance... Actually, we can play Grand Finale. I just realized that we can do Dagger Throw to have 0 cards in our draw pile. So we can play Grand Finale. Bam. Alright, that battle went really well, except for the 18 damage we lost on the first turn. And we don't want these. As much as I would like Piercing Wail, granted. I think we are in a case where we want to remove cards, not add cards, if we can. Ooh, 22 damage? Ouch. Alright. We're dying so fast. We can neutralize Heal Hook. Let's start there. Neutralize Heal Hook. And then just defend 3 times, because... Well, I guess we do Swift Strike as well. But we really need to not take too much damage. And Grand Finale, bam. I really like that the Grand Finale deals 4 more damage because of Wristblade. By the way, that's really nice. Okay. We don't want these cards. Outmaneuver isn't bad. Dagger Spray is not bad, but we don't want these cards. We really want to heal. And I don't know that we're going to be able to before we fight an elite. We can't afford a Mango, which would kind of heal us. Finesse is not bad. Finisher is not bad. With Runic Pyramid, Finisher is a lot better than it normally is. Acrobatics tends to be very good with the Grand Finale, but I'm not sure that we're going to take it here. I think we remove a card no matter what we do. And we remove a strike. Do we take a Finesse? Or do we just keep moving on? We could take Finisher. Finisher is another option. Because we do have Neutralize, Swift Strike, and Blade Dance, which makes it so that Finisher does good things typically. Let's take the Finisher. And leave, and try not to die. We might have to go to this elite, so we get a fireplace before and after the elite. I think that might be what we do. We take 9 damage on this first turn. We can neutralize you, which is good. Then we can heal hook. As long as we don't draw any more cards, and we remove 5 cards from our hand. Removing 5 cards from our hand is difficult. Or having 5 space in the hand. So playing 4 cards. We can't do that, but we can play... We could do that with the Survivor. Ooh. So if we play Survivor... Survivor, Defend, Defend. Actually, just 1 Defend is fine. And then Dagger Spray. Next turn we get to play Grand Finale, guaranteed. Alright, Grand Finale. Only we didn't take damage on every first turn of the battle. Don't think... I mean, I really like Nightmare. Nightmare... Man. Nightmare could make Heal Hook infinite if we remove enough cards from the deck. But it would be an infinite that can't happen until turn 3. And requires us to remove artifact from the enemies. It's something. It's a thought, but I think I might skip it. Because Grand Finality is working too well right now, and getting another Heal Hook would be just better than Nightmare to make that infinite happen. Yeah, Jazz says Nightmare isn't worth it versus getting another Heal Hook. It's true. The problem is we can see a Nightmare in front of us, and we don't see a Heal Hook in our future. So, the Nightmare we can take right now, the Heal Hook we might never get. But the Heal Hook is the better option, if we could get it. I think the Nightmare is too slow, overall. So we skip. And we simply must go here, which means we need to survive a normal enemy with 12 health. We don't. We die here. Alright. Well, I'm going to play at least one more run. Probably only one more run. But this is the best we've done so far. Floor 22 with the Silent. I had a deck that I felt was really coming together, and we just couldn't make it. We didn't have the health. So, let's try once more. I'm going to try with the Silent again. I feel like we could do something with the Silent if we can put it together. Let's try again. The main problem here is that the Silent has 70 health, and we die really fast if we don't have something like an anchor to keep us a little bit more alive in the first turn. But let's try again. We can get this. We've done it on Ascension 5. And again, I think the best thing that we can do is losing our starting relic, obtaining a random boss relic. The max 14 health is a real option, though. I would choose the max 14 health if the Ring of the Snake did something for us, but it doesn't. So, let's get a random boss relic again. We get the Wristblade. Alright. That certainly brings us down a path. Where do we want to go? I think we want to visit this Spire. I don't think we want to try to fight 3 elites, including a Burning Elite, so we're probably going to go this way. That's as much as I know for right now. Okay, we both skipped the first turn, except that he powered up, which is unfair. Unfair, I say. But still, we could take no damage on the first enemy. It's possible. It's not likely, but it's possible. We might do it. Ho-ho, we took no damage on the first enemy. Alright. We got a colorless potion. And... you know, Eviscerate does work with Wristblade if you happen to get it to cost 0. So Eviscerate is a real option here, and I'm going to pick it. It's also pretty nice just for dealing damage. Normally, even without the extra 4. We take 18 damage in this battle. Painful. And we're slated to take more. So this does not block everything. I think that we defend again. It's a slightly risky play, but I felt like it might be the right answer. We can kill you and then defend. I'm trying to take 0 damage in this battle after the first turn. We already took our 18. And it looks like we were able to. Great. We get an attack potion, and... I'm tempted to take Deflect. I don't think I want Quick Slash or Choke. Let's take Deflect. I really want something that works with my Eviscerate, though. I will take 5 health, I think. Although, do I want the 23 health? I could take 23 health with the banana. But no, I think the long-term benefits of Donut are just more important if we intend to survive. So, take the Donut. We can rummage to get a special relic that upgrades cards every turn, but we would have a pain in our hand, in our deck, until that shop, which is really scary. I'm going to just forge. Let's forge our Eviscerate. Now it does 27 damage. Do we visit a normal enemy or not? I think I'd rather go to this elite and avoid the normal enemies if I can, which I was not able to. We only take 6 damage. So Eviscerate kills you. And then Deflect and Survivor blocks. And then we should win this turn. Great. Only took 6 damage in that fight. That's not too bad. Backstab. So Backstab has an 8, which makes it kind of worthless, because we can't play it the turn that it shows up. But Slice with Wristblade is not bad. Let's do that. Alright, do we smith or do we rest? I think we smith. And we're going to smith Neutralize or Survivor or Deflect. Neutralize it is. Extend that weakness to 2 turns and 1 more damage, which is more meaningful when we've got Wristblade. Okay, we see the Gremlin Knob. Skip our first turn, he powers up. And I think this is the battle that we use the attack potion. So, attack potion it is. I see a choke. The nice thing about choke is also that it's going to cost 0, which means that the Wristblade will affect it. So, we're going to play choke. Neutralize Slice. Do a bunch of damage. And I think we do Survivor Defend. Partially because we played choke. I would love to deflect and defend this turn, but I don't think we should. Let's not. If we can win this turn, we can't win this turn. We should be able to win next turn, I think. So let's defend for as much as we can. If we can't win next turn, I think we just don't win, is the thing. So take 10 more damage, and we don't win this turn, unless Colorless Potion does something for us. Come on, Colorless Potion. Violence does something. Alright. So, Violence, give me 3 attacks, and let's win. We used 2 potions there. Did not feel good to use 2 potions. But we didn't take too much damage. We got a skill potion. We get Dagger Throw or Acrobatics. I think we want Acrobatics. With Neutralize, Deflect, Slice, and Eviscerate, we want Acrobatics. And War Paint. Do something good for me. Survivor and Defend. Don't mind it. Alright, we take 11 damage in the first turn. It's not quite half our health, but it is most of our health. Let's defend Strike. Defend, Slice and Strike. And we should be able to win. We only took the 11 damage from the first turn. We do need to draw enough attacks to win next turn, though. We did. Great. We could get another Slice. I will take it. Another Slice to our Wristblade deck. And then we have to survive an elite with only 12 health. Oh, we got Anchor. Oh, we got it. Alright, Anchor is very important for this run, because we skip our first turn, which means we often take a lot of damage, but with 10 block on the first turn, we take 10 less of that damage every single battle. It's huge. Thank you, Anchor. Alright, the Lagavulin skips the first turn as well, so we both skip the first turn. Don't really like this turn. I think we're going to use our skill potion, but I don't know when. The Eviscerate is next turn, but we've got to wake it up this turn. So, Neutralize, Strike, Strike, Strike. This is going to be a hard battle. Let's use our skill potion right now. I like the Blade Dance. The Piercing Wail, the expertise are not amazing, so Blade Dance it is. Blade Dance, we do a fair amount of damage, but then we really need to block. So we block as much as we can. And next turn, we essentially need to draw Survivor and one other block card, or else we'd probably die. We drew Survivor. We did not draw another block card. We don't die this turn, but we do go to 1 health, which, you know, is bad. 1 health is not where you want to be. We are going to play Acrobatics. Let's play our Neutralize first, and then Acrobatics. Ooh, we did not draw our attacks this turn. That's scary. That's really scary. Okay, we could lose next turn, or we could draw enough attacks to win, which we did. Great. We got Snecko Skull. Whenever we apply poison, add an additional poison. Doesn't work with the deck that we have so far. We could take a Bouncing Flask right now, which would make Snecko Skull do a lot more than it does now. I'm tempted. I do like my Bouncing Flasks. Let's take a Bouncing Flask. And then, if this is a battle, we might die. We did not die. We could die by reaching inside, but let's leave. Let's not take a relic this time. And we get to survive at least to the boss. At least to the boss. I'm looking at these cards trying to figure out what we would want. I do want Concentrate. Concentrate works amazingly with Eviscerate. The problem is, Concentrate kind of needs you to have a lot of draw card abilities, and right now we don't have a lot. We just have basically one. we've got Acrobatics. But still, I think we take Concentrate. And what else do we take? I really like Medical Kit. It doesn't really work against slimes though. What do we take instead? We do card removal. Card removal, we just remove a strike. I don't really like the potions. You know, the Ghost in a Jar was the best potion there. But the problem with Ghost in the Jar is it doesn't help us on the first turn. It helps against Slime Boss. I'm kind of thinking that we take Dagger Spray. Although, what if we take Discovery? Discovery works really well with Wristblade. Let's take Discovery. It's also exactly our money, which means that this is fate telling us that Discovery is the pick. So we take Discovery, go to exactly 0 gold, and then we go to this fireplace and we rest so that we have 23 health. Much more than we had before. Okay, first turn we still take damage. But we only take 4 instead of 14. Much nicer. We do have Discovery. See, I could do Survivor and Eviscerate, or I could do Discovery. I kind of want to do the Survivor Eviscerate, so we're going to do Discovery later. Eviscerate and Neutralize kills you. We can defend, slice, strike. And then slice. Great. We took 4 damage in that one. I see Piercing Wail, usually like Piercing Wail. Bane is okay with Bouncing Flask, but I don't think I'd take it. Let's take Piercing Wail. We need things that draw cards, though. This is the main problem that we have, as well as being very unhealthy. I want to upgrade cards, but I also want to rest. I think we have to rest. Okay. I think we can beat Slime Boss after the rest. If we didn't rest, I am not confident that we could have beaten Slime Boss. So we do have Concentrate with Eviscerate, which means the Eviscerate does a bunch of damage. That's better than the strikes and the defense. Alright, so the first time we've been able to do this, the Eviscerate does extra damage from Wristblade because it costs 0. Wonderful. We also had 4 extra energy that turn. Okay, we don't want to play both strikes. Don't play both strikes, just play 1 strike. Because we don't want to split the slime this turn. We want to split now. But we only have a Neutralize. Could we defend instead? Survivor, Deflect, Defend, and Defend? How much does that do? That does 12, 23, 28. We take 10. I think that's worth it to get a better split. So we do Discovery. Discovery gives us... We could take the Slice, because the Slice is going to be better later, or the All-Out Attack, which is better now. All-Out Attack is also pretty good later. Let's take the All-Out Attack. Then we do Bouncing Flask, Slice, Slice, All-Out Attack. And now we've got tiny slimes to deal with. They're technically large slimes, but they look tiny to me. So 6 doesn't split you, which means we could probably split you next turn. So concentrate, discard slime to defend, then play Eviscerate, which almost kills this one. If we weren't weakened, we would have killed that one immediately. Great. We play Acrobatics first because, oh, we don't have what we need there, but still, it's better than what we have here. So we could strike to kill them. The Piercing Whale blocks for a lot, and the Survivor blocks for a lot. But a strike blocks for 12. So this strike blocks for 12, basically. And then a defend blocks for 8. Or we could play a strike to block for 8. Take 18. We could also play a strike to block for 18. Let's do that. Just take the 8. 11 slimes are nothing, especially when we have a card that does a lot of damage in our deck somewhere. We did not draw it this turn. Guess we strike slimed. Where's our card? I'm looking for All-Out Attack. That's what I really want to find. And we continue to not find it. However, we are winning. Okay, Slice. Strike, Bouncing Flask wins. Great. Okay, we made it to Act 2. The Storm of Steel, Malaise, or Glass Knife. Probably we want to play Malaise. Glass Knife is pretty nice too, though. Just straight up damage. Or we could take nothing. Nothing is also an option. See, Malaise is good against bosses and elites. But it's the normal enemies that deal the most problem to us because of the challenge that we have. And neither of these really help much with normal enemies. But the Glass Knife helps the most. So I'm going to take Glass Knife over Malaise, which is not typical for me. But I'm thinking of killing normal enemies fast as being the main thing that we need to accomplish. Okay. We certainly cannot take the Coffee Dripper. The Velvet Choker we could take. I don't like it, but it would be extra energy. It's just that when we've got as many zero-cost cards and acrobatics, I really don't like taking Velvet Choker. So maybe it's just Empty Cage. Let's take Empty Cage. And remove 2 strikes. I think I still want to remove strikes more than defense. Okay, we're in Act 2. If we make it past floor 22, we have done better than we've done tonight so far. That's really what we're going for right now. Better than we've done so far. I like going here and here, because then we get to choose whether we go to elites and fires, or just fires and shops. And honestly, the normal enemies are scary enough that I might go a bunch of question marks. Let's do question marks. We take... Well, because of Anchor, we only take 12 damage on the first turn. And then things are worse. Acrobatics we will play. So we could play Concentrate and Survivor Defend, I guess. It's not great. I don't know if I want to play Bouncing Flask, though. We could do Concentrate, Bouncing Flask, Survivor, take 11 more damage. Let's do that. So Concentrate to get the energy, and then Bouncing Flask and Survivor. Take 11 more damage. So this is a scary turn. Eviscerate does not deal enough for us. I think we play Discovery no matter what. And then we play Distraction. Discovery into Distraction. Sure. Bullet time. All right. Actually, that's great. Because all of these costing 0 means that the Wrist Blade does extra damage with them. All right. So we could kill the right one easily, right? So this is 39 damage, and then a strike does the rest. And then Glass Knife and Neutralize doesn't quite kill you. Okay, we're at 29 health already. That's not good. Blade Dance Plus. We've been looking for that. Let's take that. Remove all strikes, receive 5 bites, lose 23 max health. I'm considering it because being able to heal over the course of the battle is really nice, and bites allow you to do that. 5 bites is a lot. Losing the 23 max health means that rest sites do less for us. But I think that being able to heal during the battle is extremely useful. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I don't feel great about this decision, though. The Knowing Skull. The Knowing Skull is very dangerous for us. Do we do any of these, or do we just leave? Just leaving does 6 damage. Doing any more than that does 12 damage. I think we have to just leave. Ouch. Painful. Alright. And then we go into the birds. We're only getting 6 damage on the first turn. How about that? That's a surprise. We got lucky with the birds. Does our luck continue? Not yet. We need to be able to knock at least 1 bird down, hopefully 2. If we get Blade Dance, we get to do that. So let's play Acrobatics. We got a Slice. Does that do it for us? We can Eviscerate Slice, deflect. Eviscerate knocks down a bird. And then slice, deflect hurts some birds. Let's knock down a bird. And then deflect and slice. Do we slice the bird that's already down? I think we do. We need there to be less birds. I don't like how all of the birds upgraded their attack already. We did not get 3 attacks. Oh no. I see ways that we can survive. For one, we can bite here so that we heal up a little bit. We can neutralize one of these so they deal less damage. And then we can defend. Okay, well, we're not dead, but we're dying. There's a blade dance. We can play bites to start healing back up. We need to kill another bird. Let's do a blade dance first, of course. So I want to knock you down. And it would be nice to also knock you down, which we can do because we've got Glass Knife. Glass Knife and Shiv. So both birds knocked down. Now let's try to heal as much as we can in this battle. So we're going to bite as often as we can and just try to block the birds. Great. So defend, bite, bite. If we bite a bird, it dies. But we've only got 2 bites left. So I think what we do is we bite a bird, and we let the other one go back up into the air. And we need to draw cards. We need to draw our 2 bites. Discovery might give us a way to do that. It did not, as it were. Okay. We've got enough attacks in the deck that I think we can put off another turn to hope to play bites more. Yes, we get to play 2 bites. Great. We've healed up to 16. Oh man, we took a lot of damage in that battle though. Another deflect is good. We need more acrobatics is the thing. But I will take an upgraded deflect. We need a lot more ability to draw cards. Ooh, a free thing. Wing Boots. Wing Boots could save us a lot. Alright. I'm going to try to save the Wing Boots for Act 3, because in Act 3, basically any fight can kill us. So, if we are in Act 3 and we've got Wing Boots, then we can avoid as many battles as possible, and potentially make it to the boss and win. That's the plan now. Rest right here. And then I think that we don't fight any elites. We just go through as many normal enemies as we can with our anchor. And we always skip the first turn, so we take 4 damage. Do we play Discovery? I think we do. Discovery plays Bane. Or Dodge and Roll. I think we take the Dodge and Roll. So, Glass Knife. Let's see here. We play Dodge and Roll. We play the best defend that we have. Right? Or we play Glass Knife and Bite, which does not do enough damage to kill, so we don't do that. And then we Glass Knife the right one. $21 damage coming in. We can play a neutralize, we can play piercing wail. Let's do neutralize and piercing wail. And then survivor blocks everything that we need to block. Alright. And I think we're going to bite here to knock down one of that plated armor. We're definitely playing acrobatics. Let's start there. So now I'm thinking about eviscerate. Eviscerate and concentrate. Let's get rid of the bouncing flask. If we concentrate, we could concentrate one of the shivs from Blade Dance. So we could still defend. Thinking about this. I want to play Deflect no matter what. Let's play that. I would like to play Defend or Kill You. I don't think we're going to be able to kill you. So we're going to play the Defend. The Slice is better than a Shiv. Don't mind having the Shivs in the deck. So we're going to discard 3 Shivs. 3 Shivs. Now we get to play Eviscerate. Yeah, Eviscerate, Shiv, and Slice. Okay, we've gotten to the turn that we need to think about killing the right one. We could kill the right one with the glass knife. If we don't kill it, we probably die, so let's do that. And then we need to defend... Oh, we don't have enough. We need to defend bite, bite. Oh no. Alright, we die here. Because if we could bite, bite, and defend, we would survive, but we don't have what we need for that. How sad. Well, we made it to floor 24. 24 is our highest floor that we made it to tonight. And I think I'm going to stop there. As it stands, the defect on Ascension 5, we were able to go all the way. And tonight with the Ironclad and the Silent, we didn't even make it halfway through Act 2. Alright, well, some other time I'm going to have to beat my personal best, but as it stands, that personal best stands strong. Thanks everyone for coming, that is it for tonight. And I will play more challenge runs in the future. I consider the Post-emptive challenge to be a pretty hard one. Harder than the average of my challenges. Although, there are definitely ones that are harder. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one.